Area of management responsibility number 3 is human resources. So we've got 5 areas of responsibility up to the third one, human resources. What do they do? Well, this is going to be a sack on its own later, a bit like operations. It's going to pop up throughout the year, human resources. What do they do? Well, they manage the overall relationship between the business and its employees. They also do what's called human resource planning, sort of figure out how many people do we need and, what skills do they need to have as well. A big topic for us is when we look at how do we determine how much employees get paid and their contracts. Well, that's a responsibility of human resources. And really importantly, they help recruit and select the new employees that the business has. I think a big thing we'll look at is on-the-job and off-the-job training. That's actually the responsibility of human resources too. They help design the training programs and maybe even conduct them for new employees to make sure they can work well. And I guess overall we say they ensure the workplace relations between the employer and its employees are harmonious. We've also got this topic as well, which is terminating employees, which can be voluntary or involuntary. We'll look at that later, but fundamentally we say human resources are responsible for getting rid of the employees of the business when required. So I think when we look at it, if we could summarize what do human resources do? They answer questions like, how many people does the business need? Not only that, what skills do they need to have? So when you look at a business in terms of operations, which is a separate topic, but we say there's a big input called people. They need to go into the business, and that specifically human resources needs to negotiate contracts, induct and train new people, motivating people, make sure people are happy and productive, and figure out which employees we should keep and which should we lose. And eventually, employees will leave the business, which is kind of a separate little topic later on. But that's fundamentally what human resources do. All we've got to do now is link that back to how does human resources help fulfill the 5 objectives that the business has? Well, one way is they make more productive employees. They help train and develop all the employees of the business so they become better and more skilled, more productive. Well, you're going to make a profit. You're going to be better than your competitors. And therefore, if you're making profits, you're going to help meet shareholder expectations. What else do they do? Well, they help, get better quality employees. They figure out the skills that need to be developed to help the business come up with new ideas and new products. Now, when you do that, you're going to make profits. You're going to fill market needs for new products and ideas, and you're going to meet shareholder expectations. What about increasing sales? How does human resources help a business increase sales? Well, you can train people in sales to improve their selling skills. You're going to increase your profit objective, increase market share, and therefore you're going to meet shareholder expectations. Also, I think a big point now, particularly with COVID and working from home and everything, is employee well-being. Who's responsible for, the overall well-being programs for employees? Well, that is human resources. So they can provide facilities, amenities, and support for employees. Look, yeah, that's going to help you make a profit. There's a good business case, but it's also the right thing to do to help your employees be well-rounded and happy citizens. So therefore, you could argue that also will lead to the objective to fulfill